Hi guys, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. Today it's Wednesday, which means it's time for a new Top 5 Wednesday, and today's theme is your 5 favorite urban fantasy. Just a quick reminder, there's no peculiar order in my top 5, it's just like I picked them like that, so yeah. The first one I'm going to mention is The Mortal Instrument by Cassandra Clare, and it also works for The Mortal Instrument, The Dark Artifices and the Infernal Device trilogy, like everything that Cassandra Clare wrote. And I think, yeah, it might be the first, my very favorite urban fantasy. For this one, yeah, maybe there is an order, I don't really know. Anyway, it didn't really start very well, this series, because the first thing I knew about it is that I saw the movie and I liked it, but I was like, I'm never going to read the book. But then Sarah came and told me, this book is amazing, you have to read it. And I was like, no, I'm never going to read it. I saw the movie, don't make me read this. 1 month later I was reading it and I spent all my May month reading all about it. Like, I didn't study or anything, I was just reading this book because I loved it so much, and now I'm addicted to it. Like, the Dark Artifices trilogy is so good, and I can't wait to have the last installment in December. Like, December seems really far now, but I just want this book. And yeah, I just love it. Like, I love the world, I love the characters, and Cassandra Clare is really good. I love her writing, like, it's amazing. It's amazing. Next up, we've got the Percy Jackson Universe series, Anything, by Rick Riordan, and once again we can also include like the Magnus Chess trilogy that I started, and I think you could include the Apollo Trials of Apollo trilogy, even though I didn't study it, but I'm sure I'm going to love it. But mainly Percy Jackson, like, it's my childhood. Like, Harry Potter is my childhood, but also Percy Jackson is my childhood, because I really grew up while reading this book and I remember waiting for the next one to come. So it's really a childhood book and I love it. Like, I could reread it anytime, and I actually want to read it right now because it's been a long time and there's some stuff I forgot. But anyway, I also love like Rick Riordan's writing style, and Percy is an amazing character, and Annabeth, can we talk about Annabeth? Like, she's amazing, and Grover, like the first trio was amazing. I also love the character from the Heroes of Olympus. They were really nice, but I mean, you can't never, like, Grover, Percy and Annabeth are absolutely gold. Like, I love them. And I also love a lot like Greek mythology, so reading Greek mythology being implanted in like our world, it was amazing to read about. Like, I loved it, I still love it, it's one of my favorite series of all time. Next up, we've got The Raven Cycle, and I don't really know if you can say that The Raven Cycle is actually urban fantasy, because I know it's considered by a lot of people as magical realism, and I think it's magical realism, but I don't really see why it could not also be seen as an urban fantasy, because it's actually happening in a world and there is fantasy in it. So I'm going to include this in this top. Like, I don't really care if you don't agree, because it's my choice, and yeah. But yeah, this series, I also love it a lot. Like, it's really good, and it changed from what I usually read. I don't know, in a way it seems more mature than what I read usually. I don't know, it's really nice, and I love the atmosphere of it, because I mean, it's really calm in a way. It doesn't mean that nothing happens, because actually a lot of things happen in this book, but I don't know, there is calm in it. I don't really know, like, it's really good. And once again, Modesty Vardar is a queen at what she's doing. Like, she's really great with her writing, I really love it. And yeah. Next, we've got the Miss Peregrine trilogy by Ransom Riggs, and oh my gosh, these books are amazing. Like, I read all the trilogy 1 or 2 years ago and I completely fell in love with it. Like, it was so good, like, the story was amazing. The writing style of Ransom Riggs is so good. I fell in love with it. I can't wait for his next book to come out, because I want to read more of Ransom Riggs. Yeah, and I don't know, like, the concept of it was really nice, and the second book is my favorite one in the trilogy. It's so good. If you don't know what it's about, basically it's about this guy named Jacob. His name is Jacob, and one day, like, he sees his grandpa getting killed by something and he doesn't really know what it is. Like, everybody tells him that it's an animal, I think, but it's like, no, I know it's not an animal because I saw it and it wasn't an animal. So he convinced his dad to actually go on an island in England because his grandpa told him to go there, but he didn't tell his dad because, like, yeah. And then actually found out that the word of the peculiar children and the word of Miss Peregrine. And from then a lot of things happen, and it's really, really well written and really, really good. And last but not least, we have, I never thought it was going to be in my top 5, but we have the Blue Blood series by Melissa de la Cruz. And yeah, it's a vampire theme series. I feel bad now because I feel like you can't really like vampire books now because of all the things that happened with Twilight, but actually I really love the Blue Blood series and I really want to reread it. And I don't know, it's really addictive, and I remember reading it the first time and I was like, oh my gosh, why haven't I read that before? Like, it's so good. So yeah, I don't know, it's basically you follow the story of, I don't remember her name, like the main character, Theodora? Is her name Theodora? Or no? Yeah, I don't really know. And she goes to this school, but it's all weird, and actually she discovered that some of the people in her school are actually vampire, and actually she's actually a vampire. And then like things happen from then, a lot of things. And also I really like, because in this series, like, it's linked to the Bible and the story of the fallen angels, and I don't really remember, but like actually the fallen angels were cursed or cursed people and they became vampire or something like that, and it was really, really interesting. I really love when it's not just vampire but it's just linked to something else, you know, so it's really, really great. And I think if I have time I might reread it this year, maybe not, I'll see. Anyway guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also don't forget to share and to like this video if you did. Also tell me like which is your favorite urban fantasy, and if you have good urban fantasy to recommend me, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear about that. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye guys!